Puerto Rico was once a pharmaceutical powerhouse. It can become one again. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. For decades, Puerto Rico was one of the world's premier pharmaceutical manufacturing hubs. A combination of skilled labor, U.S. legal protections, and most particularly a special provision of the U.S. Tax Code, Section 936, that allowed American corporations operating there to avoid federal taxes on profits earned on the island, attracted major companies, fueling jobs, innovation, and prosperity. At its peak, Puerto Rico produced a significant share of America's most essential medicines. Then Washington, in a fit of short-sightedness, phased out Section 936. The result? Factories closed, jobs vanished, and Puerto Rico's economy suffered. America, meanwhile, became dangerously dependent on overseas supply chains, many centered in China. It's time to reverse that mistake. Congress should restore the kind of incentives that once made Puerto Rico a pharmaceutical powerhouse. By doing so, we can simultaneously boost U.S. economic security, create high-paying jobs, and give Puerto Rico the tools to rebuild its economy from the inside out. This is not about subsidies or government micromanagement. It's about using smart, pro-growth tax policy to unleash private investment. Carrots, not sticks. For too long, U.S. policy has leaned on tariffs, mandates, and heavy-handed regulation to push companies back home. That approach rarely works. Companies flee high costs and uncertainty. But when you lower barriers and let entrepreneurs do what they do best, invest, hire, and innovate, the results speak for themselves. Puerto Rico's advantages are clear. The island offers a bilingual, educated workforce, proximity to U.S. markets, and the stability of operating under U.S. laws. Restoring tax incentives would make it attractive again for pharmaceutical companies to build and expand plants there. Every new factory means hundreds of high-skilled jobs, each supporting many more in services, logistics, and construction. The ripple effect would be transformational. Equally important, revitalizing Puerto Rico's pharmaceutical sector would strengthen America's strategic resilience. The pandemic exposed our dangerous dependence on foreign suppliers for critical drugs and medical supplies. Washington has since talked endlessly about reshoring production, but progress has been slow. Incentivizing Puerto Rico is the fastest, most cost-effective way to bring manufacturing back within U.S. borders. It ensures quality, safeguards supply chains, and reduces our vulnerability to geopolitical shocks. The economic benefits for Puerto Rico go far beyond direct jobs. A revived pharmaceutical base would spur investment in infrastructure, everything from reliable power to modern ports. It would expand the island's tax base, enabling better schools, healthcare, and public services. It would also stem the outmigration of young Puerto Ricans to the mainland by offering them real opportunities at home. Some critics will say this is just corporate welfare. Nonsense. Pro-growth tax policy is not about picking winners and losers. It's about creating conditions where everyone wins. When companies invest, workers earn more, local communities thrive, and government revenues rise. The alternative, punishing companies with tariffs or relying on foreign imports, is far more costly in the long run. Puerto Rico can once again be a global leader in pharmaceutical manufacturing. Washington should act quickly. The lesson is simple. Carrots work, sticks don't. Let's bring back the policies that made Puerto Rico a shining success story for the island, for America's patients, and for our nation's economic security. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.